Hello everyone, this is Swami Pranava and I'm today coming from beautiful Cam Ranh, Vietnam. Hello.
Hello.
Wonderful. Okay, tuyệt vời. Đây là bạn bè của tôi và chúng ta rất đẹp. Cam Ranh. Whoa. Tuyệt vời. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Wow, that's perfect. I'm making the third video for Vedic astrology. Today I'm talking about the houses, and the houses are perhaps the most important aspect of Vedic astrology. In Sanskrit, the word is bhava, which means our inner attitude. And so the first house is where we are born. That means on the eastern horizon, which would be out this way. This is the east here in Cam Ranh, so you can see it out there, very beautiful. The sun is setting now, and so the sun has actually gone to the other side of this place, and it was rising in the east here this morning. So now it's about 6 in the evening, and the sun has set there. And the moon will be coming soon because we're turning this way, and so we're going to see a beautiful moon here, a crescent moon, and it's waxing, it's getting bigger. So it's coming this way 13 degrees every day across the sky. But of course, as we're turning this way, the moon will look like it's going down. So actually the moon is up there somewhere now. We can't see it because there's clouds and it's still pretty light here. You can see a beautiful crescent moon there. And here's the retreat where we're staying. There's some of my friends, and there's a beautiful ocean. The sun has set. This is the eastern horizon. So this morning the sun was rising there. And now the sun has set over here in this direction. This is the western horizon. And then if we look up in the sky, we see the moon there, which is going across the sky to the eastern horizon now, every day, 13 degrees, 20 minutes. The first house, the first bhava, is what we think of ourselves, our body, our image, and so on. The second house is our karma. So it means like what we inherit, not the things that we earned in this life, but it does represent inherited wealth, money from your parents and so on like that, from your family. But also it means any talents you have, things you are born with, not things that you've worked for. The third house is the house of communication, of finding another person to have a life with and working out communication, working out issues with that person. But it also is the house of self-effort. So that's a key thing about the third house. It's known as the Bhratra Bhava, the house of the brother. So it's all about your siblings, especially your brothers. And then the fourth house is the Matri Bhava, the house of the mother. And it's the house of home life. And it's the house of having a secure environment and so on. It's where the soul realizes it needs some security. And so in the fifth house, it's the lucky house. It represents having children, creativity. And the sixth house is the house of enemies, obstacles, because the soul finds there are some problems in life that have to be dealt with, have to be faced. The sixth house has to do with the six, you might say, negative actions, which would be like anger, lust, greed, jealousy, hatred, and so on. Pride, arrogance, that kind of thing. So that creates enemies, obstacles. But it's also the house of healing and health. It's a house that improves over time. like the third house. The third house also improves over time. And then the seventh house is a house of relationships. You look across the sky to the other side and you see the other person. So this could be a romantic partner. It's especially like the husband or the wife or the romantic partner. But it also means a business partner. It also means, relationships with everyone. And the eighth house is the house of, how to describe the eighth house? It's the house of turmoil, of conflict. It's the house where we experience negative results of past actions. And it's the house of the, you might say, the karma of your partner, because it's the second house from the seventh house. So it's like what kind of karma, what kind of inheritance, what kind of wealth your partner has. And then the ninth house is auspicious. It's the most beneficial house. The ruler of the ninth house, meaning the ruling planet of the ninth house, is always beneficial no matter where it is in your chart. And so this is the house of knowledge, learning, spiritual growth. It's wonderful. The 10th house is the house of career, but it's also meaning the house where you make a name for yourself. You do things to show who you are and to earn your place in this world. The 11th house is the house of personal gain. It's the house where you get the benefits from your work and you get money, you get anything that brings you something good. That's the characteristic of the 11th house. And then the 12th house, opposite of the 11th, is the house of loss, where you lose things, you detach, you renounce. It's the house of living in an ashram, that's renouncing. Or it could be even a hospital, a prison, that kind of thing. It could be also some kind of loss, okay? But it's not entirely negative because it helps us to detach. Okay, so that's a brief overview of the houses. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.